because I have tried it. Whenever I try, I cannot do it. I have failed always whenever I have tried. It happens only when I forget completely. And there is only dance, and the dancer disappears. Then it happens. I am amazed as much as you are amazed. I don't know how it happens. I must be mad. The people who are with me are in deep love, in deep friendship. They are in great creativity, far greater than any painting, and far greater than any music, and far greater than any dancing, because they are creating their own being. They are creating their own soul. Yes, they are mad people. And they are fortunate that they have the guts to go out of your so-called sin, intelligent, the ordinary madness when a man falls below his mind. It is an extraordinary madness when a man rises above his mind. Both go out of the mind. The ordinary madman goes down, the spiritual madman goes up, higher than the ordinary logic, reasoning, thinking. Just look at my people. You will not find more intelligent people anywhere. Their madness has a method in it. Just look at me. Do you think I'm mad? If I'm mad, then I hope that you all should be mad. That will be the greatest blessing in your life.
Bhagwan, a fourth question. Beloved Bhagwan, what is the mind? How has it a beginning or an end? And the related question, finding out about the true nature of the mind is enough to free us from the cycle of death and rebirth.
Mind has no beginning, but mind has an end. Meditation has a beginning, but meditation has no end. This is the whole circle of life. Have you understood? Mind has a beginning. then all the religions had been looking for that beginning. Christians say that the world was created by God 4,004 years before Jesus Christ. That is 6,000 years before today. Then certainly mind has a beginning. But it is strange. The great Christian theologians have never asked a simple question, that what God was doing for eternity before 6,000 years. Secondly, why suddenly one day, it must have been January, Monday, why he began the creation? Why he created the whole world? What caused him to create it? Is there some bigger power than him who ordered him to create it? Is there some desire hidden in his being that he wanted to create it? But God is desireless, and there is nobody above him. So why at a certain point suddenly he started creating? He seems to be whimsical. And you cannot depend on such a God, because tomorrow he may start thinking to destroy. If he can create without any valid reason, he can destroy without any valid reason. All the religions will say mind has a beginning, because the world has a beginning, because God created it. I say to you, mind has no beginning, because existence has never been created. It has always been here. And it is very simple. Why make it complex? God created the world. Why? Because the world is there, a created is needed. Somebody should create it. But the question arises, who created the God? And then you say God is never created. He has always been here. If God can be here without being created, then why bother with God? This existence is perfectly beautiful. It has always been here. Do not accept any unnecessary hypothesis. That's why I say mind has no beginning, because existence has no beginning. But mind has an end. It ends into meditation. You can call it gets transformed into meditation. Meditation has a beginning but no end. Then it goes on and on for infinity, for eternity. Mind is a small thing. Meditation makes you part of existence. It allows you the freedom of becoming one with the whole. And to me, that is the only way of being holy, to be one with the whole. You are asking if we can understand the workings of the mind, will they disappear? Certainly. Absolutely. The only way for the activities of the mind to disappear is to be a witness to them. Just see them clearly, without any judgment. Just be a watcher, uninvolved, unattached, and those activities start disappearing like shadows. And when mind is no more in action, that is what we call meditation. When mind is not functioning, you have arrived at the beginning of meditation. And you are asking, will it deliver us from death? Will it deliver us from being born again and again? Certainly. Because it is only ignorance that keeps you being born again and again. Because you are always dying with a desire unfulfilled. That unfulfilled desire takes you into a new form. Existence is very compassionate. It does not want you to be discontented. It does not want you to be unfulfilled in any desire. When you are dying, if you are hankering for something that you always wanted but could not get, something that was always in your mind haunting you, and you were not able to find it, existence will give you the right form in which your desire can be fulfilled. Existence is very favorable. very friendly. You are children of it. It has to be friendly to you. And if you are crying for toys, teddy bears, it will provide you with teddy bears. I am reminded of an old Jewish man who was on his deathbed. A very miserly man. His 4 sons had gathered and they were worried. When the old man dies, what arrangements have to be done? How they should be done? The man has not died yet. He is listening to their talk. They are whispering. The first son said that our father always wanted a Rolls Royce, but being a miser, he could not manage. At least when he dies, we should bring a Rolls Royce to carry his dead body to the cemetery. The second son said, "You are just being stupid. For a dead man, what difference does it make whether you are carrying him in a Rolls Royce or in a Ford? It doesn't matter. The dead man is dead. He will never know the difference. Why waste money?" The third man said, "Even Ford will cost money. My suggestion is, we should phone to the municipal corporation. They can bring their truck in which they go on throwing beggars and others into the cemetery. A dead man is dead, whether he is your father or your mother, it does not matter." Before the fourth was going to speak, the old man somehow managed to sit up in the bed and said, "Wait! Just find out where my shoes are." They said, "But what you are going to do with shoes? You were going to die." The man said, "I am still alive. Just give me my shoes. I will walk to the cemetery." You are all for wasting money. Now this man, what do you think? If he dies, he is going to be born. His whole life he must have repressed thousands of desires. Even at the point of death, he is concerned about money. A man of meditation dies without any desires. He dies in silence. Hence there is no question of his being born in another form. And a man of meditation knows that death is a lie, that death has never happened. It only appears from the outside. You see somebody dying from the outside, but you don't know what is happening inside the man. His inner being never dies. But most of the people live unconsciously. Naturally, they die unconsciously, unaware that death has not happened. Death has never happened in the whole eternity. Death is just an outsider's observation. The meditator observes from within. He sees himself, his body dying, his mind dying, his heart drowning. The beats are going farther and farther away. The breathing is drowning. He goes on seeing all this, and he also goes on seeing that it is not affecting him at all. It is only the body and its components which are decomposing, falling apart, but his own being is intact. This experience of immortality takes him to the universal soul. This whole existence is full of consciousness. When I said there is no God who created the world, please don't misunderstand me. When I am denying a God outside existence, there is a purpose. The purpose is I want God to be inside existence. An outsider God is not of much value. A God inside everything, in the stones, in the stars, all that exists is overflowing with divineness. The moment you understand your own immortality, now there is no rebirth for you. You have become part of the universal godliness. You have become one with the whole. Just like in the early morning sun, a dewdrop slips from the lotus leaf into the ocean and disappears. On the one hand, it disappears in the ocean. On the other hand, it becomes the ocean. Both the things happen simultaneously. Be ready to disappear. That is the only way to become all. Lose small boundaries, so then you can become one with the unbounded. It is your birthright.
To the unknown, can we help each other?
The existence can be divided in three categories: the known, the unknown, and the unknowable. What is known today was unknown yesterday. What is unknown today may become known tomorrow. So there is not much difference between known and unknown. It is only a question of time. Science, that means the West, believes only in two categories: the known and the unknown. And as a corollary, scientific mind of the West believes that there will come a day when we will have reduced everything into the known, and there will not be left anything unknown. That is one of the basic assumptions of scientific inquiry. We are every day discovering more and more, and the unknown is shrinking, becoming smaller, and the known is becoming bigger naturally. One can conceive somewhere in the future a time is bound to come when everything will be known. But if it is true, then that will be the death of humanity. If all is known, then there is no adventure left. If all is known, then there is no more any challenge. Then life will be very empty. When everything is explained, there will not be anything mysterious. And to lose the miraculous, you will lose something tremendously valuable. It is the unknown, the undiscovered, that goes on challenging you to progress, to evolution, to reach new heights, new peaks of consciousness. But if a day comes that all is known, everything is reduced into simple formulas, then there will be no romance, there will be no poetry, there will be no beauty. there will be no joy. There will be nothing left which is valuable. But fortunately, the West is not right. The division between the known and the unknown is not complete. The East has a threefold division: known, unknown, unknowable. It agrees with the West that the unknown can become known, but the unknowable will always remain unknowable. There will always be mystery around human consciousness. There will be always mystery around love, friendship, meditation, consciousness. We may be able to know all that is objective, but the subjectivity, the innermost core of human consciousness, will remain always a mystery. And this has been the persistent effort of the East to make it clear to the whole world that the unknowable should not be denied. Otherwise, you will take all juice out of human life. You will create robots out of human beings. You will destroy them, and they will be just machines and nothing more. And modern science, for the first time in the history, has started to agree with the East. As modern physics has entered deeper into matter, into electrons, neutrons, protons, the physicist has become puzzled. Things seems to be becoming mysterious. Up to now he was thinking the unknown is turning into known. Now he is not of the same opinion. Now he is saying that we are entering into something of which we have never thought about, the unknowable, the mysterious. So there is not much difficulty of bringing East and West closer. They are already coming closer. Just the Eastern meditators have to understand the latest scientific researches, and the scientists of the best have to understand the deepest explorations of meditation. And this is not difficult. And they will come to a synthesis which will not be just forced, it will come out of the experience naturally, spontaneously. I am educated in the ways of the West. I have been a professor of philosophy and logic, teaching Western philosophy and Western logic. From Socrates, Plato and Aristotle to Bertrand Russell and Jean-Paul Sartre. But in my own individual life, I have been working deeper and deeper into meditation, reaching farther and farther into my own inner space. And I have found the center of the cyclone. I can see it absolutely clearly that the time has come when East and West can join together in a combined effort. Because the search has led both to the same point, the unknowable. The unknowable can be called the truth, can be called the nirvana, can be called liberation. These are different words. I am reminded of Albert Einstein's last words. Before he died, he said to his friends that if I am born again, I would not like to be a physicist. I would rather like to be a plumber. They were surprised. A man of the caliber of Albert Einstein wants to be a plumber? For what? Einstein died. He could not answer them, but I can answer them. He had explored the objective world, the outside world, as much as any man in the whole history. He has found the atomic energy, but he himself remained unknown to himself. He knows so much about the matter, and he knows nothing about his consciousness. This is the reason. He wants in his next life some simple job like a plumber, which does not need any intellectual effort, so that he can devote his energies for inner exploration. In my vision, in the future, there will be only science, no religions. And the science will have two wings, just like a bird. One wing for objective inquiry about the matter, about the outside, about the other, and the second wing for inner inquiry, to find out what it is which is living in me, which is conscious in me, to discover the interiority of my own being, my subjectivity. Science will have two aspects, just like every coin has two aspects. There is no need for any religion, Hindu, Mohammedan, Christian, Buddhist, Jaina, Jew. There is no need. Science is enough, and it can do both the work. One side for the outside and the other side for the inward pilgrimage. That is going to be the meeting point between East and West. And sooner it happens, the better. Okay.